Okay, today I'm going to poke a hole in a 60s vintage Gillette razor blade with a 62 Hughes Model 200 pulsed ruby laser. But first I'll describe the setup. There's a helium-neon laser mounted back here to use as a pointing laser. I'll use it to bounce the beam off the face of the ruby crystal to tell me where everything is going to go. So the laser beam comes out of the laser here, reflects off the mirror, second mirror, goes into a spreading microscope objective, a collimating lens, reflects off of this mirror, goes into the polarization beam splitter cube as S polarization, reflects off of that, heads towards the ruby laser, goes through a quarter wave plate, bounces off of the ruby laser's front surface, comes back through the quarter wave plate, which then makes it P polarization, so that it goes through the beam splitter cube into the focusing lens, which is a 20x microscope objective with a large aperture that focuses it down onto the razor blade, mounted in a translating mount. Right now the beam is going through the center section that's clear of the razor blade, so you can see the spot on this card, but I can translate the beam over. So now it's on the metal, just below the word Gillette. I'll fine-tune it a little bit just by looking at the size of the speckles reflected off and maximizing those. So now I should be all ready to shoot. I'll move the quarter wave plate out of the way. So now the ruby laser has a free path to the razor blade. Turn on the power. Turn on the charge, click this over, and turn up the voltage, and you'll see the meter rising as kilovolts goes up in the capacitor bank. I'm going to give it 1.29 kV, which is 3 marks past the 1.2 here, and that should be enough to give me a hole. I'll give it a little bit more voltage. And I'll get ready with the trigger. And we're just coming up on, there's 1.2, 1.23, 1.26, ready, set, here it comes, go! Shut off the charge, shut off the laser. Put the wave plate back in, and it looks like we just barely got a hole. Oh no, there's a hole. Apparently the beam is a little bit off in focus, probably because of the poor collimation of my reference beam. But we definitely have a hole there because I can go on either side of it. You can see the brightness there. And so there's a hole. So this is a 1 Gillette ruby laser from 1962.